Topping today's news, the government assisting our CARICOM neighbors ravaged by Hurricane Beryl, the official opposition not supporting the medical tourism bill, the government catching heat over conditions at the New Bight Airport on Cat Island, and the Bahamas men's basketball team 2 wins away from qualifying for the Paris Olympics. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jcn Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. It's a pleasure to have you join us today. Hurricane Beryl is now on its way to the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula after wreaking havoc in the Caribbean, killing at least 10 people. According to Keishla Adderley, the acting press secretary in the office of the Prime Minister Philip Davis has been proactive in his response to our sister CARICOM countries that may be in need of assistance.
Prime Minister Davis has, of course, been in contact with Caribbean prime ministers who have been impacted. He's also been in contact at a group level with members of CARICOM. Of course, it is for CARICOM now to take a look and execute a response. I think one of the dailies said it quite well today when they spoke to the fact that something to the effect it's our turn to help. Obviously, Prime Minister Davis has led in the advocacy on the issue of climate change, which is resulting in the more severe storms that we're seeing now. But again, those meetings are taking place, of course, with a view to funding how these repairs and everything else that comes along with hurricanes is going to be executed and dealt with. That may or may not include the deployment of officers, but all of that is up for discussion now and will be finalized in the days ahead.
Again, 10 people have been killed due to Hurricane Beryl, including 3 from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 3 from Grenada, 3 from Venezuela, and 1 from Jamaica. Despite the lack of support by the official opposition Free National Movement, the government passed the Longevity and Regenerative Therapies Bill 2024 that happened earlier this week. And according to Prime Minister Philip Davis, the new bill will set stringent guidelines for the industry to ensure the highest possible standards. However, opposition members led by party leader Michael Pintard abstained on the bill, despite saying they do believe that this area of science is potentially transformative. They say as policymakers, the government must be prepared to give a balanced view in terms of the pros and cons of what is being contemplated in the new bill.
We believe that there are a number of therapies out there. The unfortunate thing is there are also therapies out there that are potentially dangerous to Bahamians. And of course, the minister, the member for Tall Pines, acknowledged that in his presentation. Other speakers alluded to the potential danger to Bahamians and to even visitors who come to the Bahamas. Therefore, the goal is to put in place at least 2 things. 1, the appropriate policy, and 2, the legislation and regulations that flow out of the appropriate policy.
Mr. Pintard says the opposition also has a problem with the lack of consultation that went into preparing the new bill.
The difficulty this administration has is, again, and the chaplain alluded to it, the lack of humility in approaching the preparation of legislation. The arrogance that one can look past the medical practitioners who can play a pivotal role in helping to guide this process, since this process is really not just about medical tourism, which was the major argument of this administration. It is about saving lives and improving the quality of life for so many Bahamians who are afflicted with different debilitating illnesses that require this kind of therapy.
The groundbreaking bill is now on its way to the Senate. Earlier this week, there were reports of an airline, namely Western Air, saying that they were forced to temporarily suspend flights into New Bight, Cat Island because of potholes and loose gravel on the airport's runway. Well, on Wednesday in the House of Assembly, as members debated several bills, including amendments to the Civil Aviation Act, opposition member for St. Anne's, Adrian White, scolded the government, claiming the closure of the main airport on Cat Island has caused hotel owners and other businesses to lose money.
Madam Speaker, This is a live situation as of June 27th in Cat Island. This is a situation that they identified in this notice as having deteriorated to a hazardous state with large potholes in recent days. This is, Madam Speaker, an unacceptable condition for any commercial airport in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to get to. The budget has to be significant enough, Madam Speaker, and I know it is, for the basic upkeep and repair of runways that are used for commercial purposes.
While Newbite is in the Prime Minister's constituency, Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper is responsible for aviation. He stood on a point of order and explained that the concerns by the airlines have been addressed and that flights to Newbite Cat Island have resumed.
I want to speak to the public through you, Madam Speaker, that the Newbite Airport is open. There have been remedial works done, as I've said in my presentation earlier today. Western Air has resumed its flights. The airport at no time was closed in its entirety, and that notice has been issued as well. So for completeness, Madam Speaker, I put that on the record of the House.
Thank you, Honourable Member.
Despite this explanation, Mr. White was critical of the government for not implementing a long-term fix, but instead using cold patch to temporarily fix the runway. The government has promised a long-term solution for the Newbite Airport. With straw market vendors still voicing concerns about declining business following the Nassau Cruise Port's opening, Director General of Tourism Investments and Aviation, Latia Duncombe, at the Office of the Prime Minister today, says that the ministry has had active engagements with cruise lines to improve the situation, as straw market vendors say tourists seem to stay within the cruise port and not venture to the Bay Street market.
And we're doing everything that we can, working along with the port, working along with the downtown revitalization team to make sure that we get more traffic and see what can be done to improve the flow, to make sure that more visitors can benefit. So for us, the overall goal is more Bahamians benefiting from these numbers. We saw the numbers on the screen. Visitors are here. Let's get them to enjoy more, buy more, spend more. So for us, that's the ultimate goal. Because of the numbers that we have, it's an advantage for us because now visitors can move through and there's never saturation in any one place. It's an amazing opportunity.
The cruise port, with a construction tag of $300 million, officially opened in May of 2023. Ms. Duncombe says the ministry is working very closely with stakeholders to make sure visitors have more opportunities to buy more Bahamian products. And finally, in this segment, the Bahamas national men's basketball team has been excellent. They've been playing excellent basketball at the International Basketball Federation's Olympic qualifiers in Valencia, Spain. Team Bahamas won their first two games on Tuesday, defeating Finland 96-85, and on Wednesday they stunned Poland, beating them 90-81. Despite the team with several NBA players on there, the pleasant surprise for the Bahamas has been the play of Valdez VJ Edgecombe Jr., who recently signed to attend Baylor University. The youngster had 21 points in both games and a monster dunk that has gone viral over social media. He talked about the mission at hand.
Or do you think that you have things to change?
I mean, the Olympics is the main goal right now. That's what our head is at. That's what we're focused on right now. So getting there would be great. I feel it'd be an amazing opportunity. But we know that we have to take care of business from the next couple of days here.
NBA veteran Eric Gordon Jr., whose mother is Bahamian and who recently signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, spoke about the dream of representing the Bahamas at the Olympics.
Yeah, the main game is to win 4 games here, and when we win 4, we'll be on our way to Paris, and we still got 2 more to go.
Okay, and last question about your pride to play for this jersey for Bahamas.
Yeah, I'm very prideful to play for the Bahamas. You know, we haven't been here, we haven't been to the Olympics on the basketball side, and that's where I want to take them to. So we have a really good team, and I want to take our chances.
Gordon is related to former sports minister Neville Wisdom and family. Meanwhile, Team Bahamas also includes sharpshooter Buddy Hield and big man DeAndre Ayton. They will play in the semifinals on Saturday with the hopes of making it to the final on Sunday, where the winner of Sunday's game will advance to Paris for the Olympics. And also coming from Team Bahamas today, while he is in Spain, his agents are back in the United States working. Buddy Hield is the newest member of the Golden State Warriors. Picked up the Bahamian sharpshooter today to pair him with Steph Curry. Should be a good fit for Buddy Hield. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after these